We are Nicki and Carlo, and our family live in Positano, Italy, nearly 500 steps from the road, but surrounded by fruit and olive trees and with a fabulous view. Our garden overlooks the sea and we grow our own food. We show you what life is really like on the Amalfi coast. So please subscribe and welcome to the Positano Diaries. July rolled in, hot and humid like June, the temperatures still in the mid-30s and the humidity was thick and wet. We needed a break from the heat, something cool, somewhere shady, somewhere the dogs could enjoy too. So we set the alarm for 5:30 a.m. and after a quick breakfast we set out for Pontone. The sleepy village was still slumbering as we walked through and onto the ancient pathway that wound through lemon groves and deep into the valley. Plums, figs, apricots, wild rocket grew abundantly around us. And as we headed further inland, the sound of gushing water grew stronger. Finally, we crossed the small bridge that signalled the entrance to the Valley of the Mills, Valle delle Ferriere. The temperature dropped and the cool air was delicious. We picked up our pace and ran towards the magical Gothic arches where Wonderland begins. We were so hot, sweat trickling down our legs and soaking our clothes. All we could think about was splashing in the icy, cool water. I hadn't thought to bring swimwear, but I didn't even care. We stripped off as soon as we could and in we went. The water was shockingly cold, but it was wonderful.
Perché mangi l'erba?
This valley is full of medieval ruins, old paper mills that were powered by the flowing water. We didn't hike the whole valley this time. We were happy to have this waterfall to ourselves so early in the morning.
So windy!
Guarda che sta venendo! Oh!
For a minute, I thought I'd lost Indy. I turned around and I couldn't see her. I thought she'd run away, but turns out she was just hiding behind a tree. I think the sound of the water was a little bit overwhelming.
non è che davvero non ce la facevo a mettere le scarpe, ma così è stato più comodo, più divertente e inoltre abbiamo fatto una prova per quando sarò più vecchio e ne avrò davvero bisogno.
No, non ho bisogno.
Ok, abbiamo trovato questo magnifico piccolo bar con un bel posto dove sedersi all'ombra. Prenderemo qualcosa da mangiare, I think un panino. È stupendo trovare questi posti così piccoli che però hanno tante cose. È un posto davvero incontevole qua. Sono anche delle belle donne, tipo quella là laggiù. C'è tanto proprio, tanta roba. Hello, beautiful woman.
Wet.
Yes, but you are beautiful,
Oh,
even
right.
if you are wet. O meglio, tutta sudata, è meglio. In questa scena avete visto l'antico e il moderno, quindi avete visto gli asini e avete visto un carrello motorizzato per portare cose. Adesso vi faccio vedere un'altra cosa, vi faccio vedere cosa abbiamo scelto di mangiare.
Very big panini.
Cosa c'è nel tuo panino, amore?
Mozzarella, tuna, tomato and lettuce.
Ok. Mentre il mio invece c'è la stessa cosa, tranne che anziché il tonno ho preferito mettere la pancetta. È più di mio gusto. Adesso buon appetito.
We had a massive thunderstorm around about 4:30 this morning and it destroyed everything. It blew all the cushions off the bed, it flattened all the plants, there was extreme wind, there was lightning non-stop, it was like a electrical storm, there was just lightning flashes in continuation. Carlo had to dash up, I didn't hear a thing because I had earplugs in, I didn't hear it, but Carlo had to dash out and go and sort of like bring everything in and stuff. I mean, look at this cushion here, completely destroyed. Look at that. I mean, obviously it had a cover on it, but the cover's been washed. But so Carla is in the garden tidying up. I mean, the pool is just full of leaves and rubbish and stuff, and it's just a general mess everywhere. So Carla is tidying up. I'm going to go down to his parents' house where his brother Stefano today is making pesto. Yesterday I just managed to catch Luca leaving with 3 huge bagfuls. He's pulled up all those pesto plants that were in the back garden and took them down, and this morning Stefano are going to make pesto. I thought I'd go down and show you how they do it. A good after effect of the storm is that now everything is crystal clear and the sea is deep blue. It's been very, very hazy for the last few weeks with the heat. It's also a little bit cooler today, which is lovely. I'm just hoping it doesn't heat up again. And the islands look incredibly close today. I feel like I haven't seen them for ages because of all the haze. So, Stefano is trying to dry the leaves. Of course, after the storm last night, it's now not an easy task because they probably all got wet again. Look at all that. Now, obviously, this is a lot of basil leaves to make one batch of pesto. And Stefano does it in a food blender, so the easiest way to do it is to split it up and do just little batches all separately. So he's got everything prepared in the kitchen. Let's go and have a look. Very, very organised. We've got bowls of basil leaves, parmesan cheese. Che sono questi? Ah, aglio e mandorle, no?
Allora, mandorle con aglio, però io di solito ci metti i pignoli, io metto in mandorle più dolce del pignolo. Poi c'è pecorino e parmigiano.
And here are some of the yogurt pots that Stefano saved. You can put individual portions or portions enough for 4 people in each one and freeze them separately in the freezer, which is really handy. More portions of almonds and garlic. We've also got these old ice cream cups to reuse and some little aluminium ones as well. And they all hold about 3 or 4 portions, which is perfect for a family. Still a bag full of leaves down there.
Mandorle o pignoli, aglio, pecorino e parmigiano. Credo tutto sul lato. Se non lo compri non ti metti in frigo, ci fa subito nero. Pecorino già.
A few years ago I was working on a British TV programme where we were travelling around Italy meeting all the people who were the best in their sector at certain types of Italian food. We met the lady who was the best bolognese maker in Bologna, and in Genova we met the old lady who was the, I think, 4-time pesto champion, and we were lucky enough to go up to her home, which also she had a restaurant, and her sons were there, and she made pesto for us in the traditional way with a pestle and mortar. She was incredibly strong because we all had a go, and it's very, very tiring actually squashing all those leaves in continuation, because you have to do it for ages and ages. I mean, this little machine here does it in a minute or less. But when you're doing it the old way, it takes a good 20 minutes or so, maybe even more. I don't remember timing it. But we were very lucky to see her do this, and her sons made gnocchi. They made it right there and then with just potato, flour, maybe a bit of egg, I can't remember. And we ate this amazing fresh pesto, the best pesto in Italy apparently, with gnocchi, which was very good. Another way that we like to eat it here is with green beans and potato. So pasta with green beans and potato and pesto. One of our favourite dishes in the summer because we can get it all from the garden. Gabriele has arrived and he's brought extra cheese because there's more leaves than we thought. Sei andato più da piano?
Sì, è un casino oggi ho fatto un diluvio e la sala tutte pietre, tutte cose pericolose.
Ah. Okay, so that's how we make pesto here, and it all goes in the freezer and lasts for ages and ages and ages, which is really, really handy, and it doesn't take long to defrost at all, so it's just a really handy, easy meal. Now I have to dash back up home, climb 800 odd steps back up home, and then I've got to climb all the way up to Montepaschuso because I have to go to work. I've got a wedding this afternoon at the Palazzo Murat hotel. Hopefully I can show you a bit of the gardens. I'm going to ask permission first. I've just climbed up to the road. That storm last night, not only did it do a lot of damage to the garden, there's all bits of scooters here, so all the scooters must have fallen over. This is Carlo's spare helmet. Carlo's scooter is over here. also, that's the brake handle. That's snapped off. Not his. Does it come off mine? Yes. So my right brake handle has snapped off. I've got the left brake, and I can actually, I've just tried it. There's a little bit sticking out there, which I can still use. At least I can turn on the ignition with that. I'm gonna have to get that fixed. And I've just opened this box at the back. My helmet is dripping wet. There's literally, look at that. Oh. Okay, so after my problems with my scooter, which I did drive down, and I will go immediately to the mechanic after I finished work, I promise. I'm now at the Palazzo Murat hotel. I have been given permission to show you around a bit in the gardens, and it's absolutely lovely here, so let's go have a look.
Positano Dream.
Ah sì?
Sì, un cocktail con prosecco, limoncello, gin e succo d'arancia.
Bene?
Sì.
Sì, yes.
Okay, I'm now on the balcony of the bride's room, so I'm going to put my camera down and go and do a little bit of work. The view from here is so beautiful. Hang on, let me show you properly. And that's it, I'm done. I didn't show you any of that because it was just very, very quiet in there, very, very calm. Just one person to make up, so not the usual bedlam. So I just thought I'd let them have their day. And now we're going back home.